The Vergas Show is brought to you by Vergas State Bank, your locally owned full-service bank.
With 2 locations in Vergas and Perham, make the right call. Call Hanson's, the most trusted name in plumbing and heating.
Spanky's Stone Hearth, casual fine dining on the shores of beautiful Rose Lake.
Hi, welcome to the Vergas Show. I'm Sherry Hanson. Thanks for joining me. I'm at one of the beautiful parks in the city of Vergas. If you haven't had a chance to bring your kids to some of the great parks that we have, you really need to be doing that. We've got just wonderful areas for the kids to just relax and burn, but then you to relax maybe, and the kids to burn off some energy. We're at the one that's located right behind the Vergas Event Center. I'm here because I wanted to make sure that everybody was aware that our Vergas Farmers Market is going on, and it's in the new location, which is located right behind the Vergas Event Center. And that's on Tuesdays and Fridays. It's from 9 in the morning until noon. No, 9 until 1, I think it is. Yeah, 9 until 1. And you're going to want to come visit the farmers market because they've got vegetables and jellies and jams. They've got honey, maple syrup. They've got handmade rugs. They've got baked breads and cookies and cinnamon rolls. They've got homegrown meats. They've got hand-sewn quilts, aprons, and much more. I know that they've added some vendors this year, and so it's just a really great opportunity to come and just support some of those local people from our area. And that being said, the farmers market people really recognize the fact that Vergas has just a lot of great kids. And I can't, just myself, from having raised my children here in the community of Vergas, I just feel so blessed to be able to have done that because it is just a great community. There's always a lot of fun things to do, just our natural resources. Maybe you're going to go to the lake and go fishing, maybe you're going to play at one of these great parks. But Vergas community actually looks for things to make sure that there's things for your kids to do, especially in the summer. School's out, they're looking for things to do. How many times have you heard, "Mom, I'm bored"? I can still hear that, and my kids are in their 30s, but you get that question sometimes from them, what can I do? And thankfully the Vergas community comes up with things. We have our events, and so Looney Days, of course, there's always things to do, but the farmers market people have come up with a Kids Day, and this is going to just really be a lot of fun. It's going to be Friday on June 3rd, and it's going to be during the market time at 9 to 1. They'll have the market from 9 to 1, but the kids events are going to be from 1 to 3, and it's going to happen here. They're going to talk about planting seeds. They're going to do some tasting of some of the different foods that are at the farmers market. They're going to learn about healthy eating. I mean, who doesn't want their kid to eat healthy? And so they're going to just learn a little bit about that. There's going to be miniature ponies, and the fire trucks are going to be here. There's going to be some model airplanes. There's going to be games. This is just going to be a fun day. This is the first time that they're trying it. The Vergas Farmers Market are trying to put that all together for the kids, and they're calling it a Kids Day. And if this goes over well, I can guarantee you they will have another one. But from 1 to 3, located right here behind the Vergas Community Center, you're going to want to bring your young children and have them just experience what life is like outside, enjoying the community of Vergas. Also, coming up on June 6th through the 9th, Vergas is going to also offer a vacation Bible school. It's offered through the St. John's and St. Paul's churches. All the local children are invited to this, and it's going to be held right here in the city of Vergas at the St. John's Church. And that's located just down the, right behind the baseball field and down the road a little bit behind the drive-in, and not hard to find. It's on Sharp Avenue. Anyway, Vacation Bible School is from 5 p.m. until 8 p.m. And what's really neat about that, you can drop your kids off and we give them supper. They have something different to eat each night. There's games, there's music, there's crafts, there's stories, and it's just a really fun way to come together and just maybe even meet some new friends. Don't worry about leaving them there. There's lots of help, and there's just a lot of fun things for them to do. If you want to pre-register your child, you can call Danelle Manival, or you can call the church office, which is 342-2379. And so keep that in mind. Vacation Bible School, held down at St. John's Church, put on by St. John's and St. Paul's churches, and it's for 4 days. It's on Monday, June 6th through Thursday, June 9th, and it's from 5 p.m. till 8 p.m. So there's another good thing for your kids to do. All right, you're still looking for something for those kids to do? Then make sure that they get to the bookmobile. Our bookmobile comes on Thursdays, the schedule of that once a month or every 2 weeks, and they park right in there by Goodman's Supermarket. And what better way to grab a book, come to the park, or sit outside under a tree, or if it's a rainy day, you're inside, and make sure that your kids get a chance to read. Don't forget also that there's that little book exchange that goes on down at Hanson's Plumbing and Heating. There's a little box there. If you have a book that you want to share down there, just put that book in there for somebody else to grab. And if you can look through all of them and see, I bet you're going to find some kind of a book that you would like to read too. In July, we're going to offer another opportunity for our kids in the community, and that's the Prairie Fire Children's Theater. I know that we've mentioned this before, but I really want to make sure that you get your kids signed up for this. This also is going to be held here at the Vergas Community Center. What they're going to be putting on this year, the show is Peter Pan, and so that's really going to be a lot of fun. The shows are July 1st and July 2nd, but your children will come and they will make sure that they get all their practice in, they get lunch during that, and so what you need to do is you need to sign up with the Frazee Community Ed on that, and the options for that, just give them a call at 334-3181, you press option 3 and you get through to that. And if you need more information on that too, you just need to give Julie a call down at the city office and she would be able to help you with that. Seems like a lot of times I just say, oh, give Julie a call at the city office, but you know, that's kind of the hub. Julie pretty much has a bead on what's going on. She knows what's going on at the Vergas Event Center here. She knows what's going on with you know, just a lot of the different community events that the community club lines up, and so she would be the person that you just give a call and say, hey Julie, what's happening, and I know that she'd be able to help you. Keep in mind that swimming lessons are going to be offered too that first week in July. You just need to call the city office and you need to sign up for that too. That's another great way to get your kids involved. You get down to the park there and it's kind of like a family reunion gathering. I see all the families come together, and this one has this time and that time, but they maybe get together and they have their picnic before their swimming lessons. And we live in an area where it really is smart to make sure that your kids have at least a general knowledge of how to swim in a lake. It's a lot different than swimming in a pool, and it's just really important with all of our lakes in the area that those kids have that opportunity to learn how to swim in that. So, all of this being said, Vergas is just a hoppin'. We're ready for you to just come to town. We're anxious to have our doors wide open, the businesses and the events that are going on, and just say, hey, come on down to Vergas. We got things going on and we want to see you, and take some time to relax and watch your kids play at the park. Maybe take some time to come to the farmer's market and make sure that your kids get here for Kids Day. Sign your kids up for Vacation Bible School. If you don't get time to sign them up beforehand, just show up on June 9th or June 6th. Show up on June 9th too. But you can show up for one day, you can show up for all 4 of the days of that, and then make sure you get your kids signed up for Peter Pan for the Prairie Fire Children's Theater. Whew, that's hard to say, Prairie Fire Children's Theater, but they will teach you how to say that, plus teach you how to perform for Peter Pan, and all your family and everybody will enjoy watching the children take part in that. So Vergas is happening, so hopefully you have a good day in Vergas.